Hey pretty girls, it's All Things Pretty and I'm coming to you with the first video for December daily collaboration being hosted by Kay's Beautiful Struggles, also known as Art in the City here on YouTube. There are several ladies participating in this collab, so please take a moment to go in the description box below and visit their channels and look at the wonderful December dailies they have created for this collaboration. So let's go ahead and get started. One of our earlier videos was on November 1st, and we had to share what items we were using to create our December daily and talk about what our thoughts were and our process would be. If you go back and look at my video, which I'll try to remember to link in the box above, if not, it will be in the description box below. And in that, you will see that I was originally going to use an album that I had altered from the Goodwill. As it got closer to time for the December daily collab, I was no longer feeling connected to the album. So I've stored it away and I decided to create something new. I opted to go with the TN style, and this is almost a B6 size TN. So it has a little bit of width to it, which I liked, but it's not so large that it's going to be overwhelming to fulfill. And that was one of the things with the album that I had created. It was so small that once I got my photo on it, there really wasn't much room to journal. So this is kind of like a midway happy point or happy medium. So what I did was I found a Christmas paper collection that I liked from a hot buy pad, and I do not know the name of the pad. Like I say, if I can't remember the information, I will leave it in the box below. And then this sticker is a freebie from a planner site that was in my email, and I was pleasantly surprised to receive it. So I thought that I would incorporate it in this December daily. And I also used some ephemera from a random pack that I had. And I liked the colors of the red, gold, and the blues and the silvers. And I just thought it looked really cute together. So I put it on here. I stuck the sticker on here and I laminated the cover. This is a little crystal ball that I got from Tuesday morning. It came in a pack of multicolored balls and I just like it. I think it's really, really cute. And it's just on a piece of stretch band. Nothing extravagant to it, just really simple. So one thing you'll notice about my December daily is being that it's my first one, it's a little bit all over the place. Some pages you'll see journaling, some pages you'll see photos, other pages you'll see that I started to use a December daily list, and I'm really thinking that the list option is working best for me. So we'll see how this turns out. Now I will show you on the cover that I used the sticker twice because I thought it looked cute, like she was walking into the holiday season. So I just think she's so adorable. Then it also came with a calendar, and I laminated that calendar underneath the cover as well so that it would not come off. As I started my TN, I found some pictures on one of my favorite sites, which is Pixabay, and I use this at work as well. It's free pictures. They are copyright free and royalty free, and you just go on, select what you want, and it gives you the option to download those pictures in various formats and use at your will. And I love it. So this was a picture that I really loved. This is a stamp of a grunge number set that I got from Goodwill, and I'm using this throughout the entire December daily. I opened it up with a scripture, Isaiah 9, 6, and 7, and it just talks about the birth of Christ, the reason for the season really, and the names that he's called. And this scripture really spoke to me, and I just felt like it had to be the opening because it is really the reason for the season. Then you'll see here on day 2 that I opted to do a lot of journaling. I talk about that I want to open or reopen Oh, no, I don't. I talk about trimming my tree. I talk about trimming my tree, and I have these pictures. Originally here, I had a flap, and my pictures were underneath it, but I didn't feel like it, fit in with the book, so I took it out. So I think what I'm going to end up putting here is going to be a clear pocket so that you'll still be able to see the writing and you can stick the pictures in and take them out. And then over here, I talk about my son and I. We had lunch at Longhorns and the conversation that we were sharing. Day 3 is where I do some additional journaling. And here is where I talk about I want to open a new Etsy shop because my old Etsy shop really only had like my first stamp from a stamp line that I had wanted to create. And then I had some resin molds and just kind of odds and ends, and there really was no focus to it. So I want to relaunch a new Etsy shop and change the name of it. This time I want to focus on planner stickers and stationery, greeting cards, and other fun, funky finds. So looking forward to opening that in January. And then here is one of my planner stickers that I created. The hat is not my planner sticker, but yet another sticker from Pixabay or picture from Pixabay that I put on sticker paper. And then I created her. She's an original drawing, and I used photo software to color her. And I love her. But what I love about this hat is she has this look like you are really killing my vibe with this corny Christmas hat. But I love it. The other thing about this that I like is this brad that I got from Tuesday Morning, and it's like a swivel brad, and I love it because it has a snapback on the back of it. Now, you'll see where this says something red. For day 4, I found a prompt list for December Daily, and this is where I start to go in a different direction with the book, and I start following December daily prompts, which I think are going to be the way that I go for this book. It's easier for me to flow when I have something to go on or talk about, because on a regular day-to-day, my life is not full of opportunities to photograph because, I don't know, I can't photograph the kids at work, and I don't really have time to capture photos at work. And then when I get home, it's just a lot of running around and family stuff, and capturing photos is not always in the forefront of my mind. So I said all of that to say that the list is probably the way that I go. The underlined title or word here gives you a clue of what the list was talking about. It says tradition. And so I talked about the tradition of trimming our Christmas tree. So I decided to just draw a Christmas tree here and do a little bit of marker play or doodling, which is something else I would like to incorporate into my December daily. And then here, the next prompt was sweets. And I'm really not a big sweet eater, but I do love baking at Christmas time for other people. So I just mentioned that. You'll notice that the only consistent thing about this December daily is the numbers, which I absolutely love. For day 7 and 8, again, you see me with some more Christmas doodling. The prompt is list, as you can see here. So I talk about my list of goals, like opening a new Etsy shop. I want to definitely do journaling and memory planning. One of my things is that when I don't journal and get things out of my mind, I feel like I have a hard time focusing. And I think if I start to journal as much as I can during the week, I will clear my mind of a lot of clutter and thoughts. And that will allow me to move forward in day-to-day tasks and goals that I'd like to achieve. I want to live fearlessly. Throughout my life, I feel like I've allowed fear to govern so much of it that I walk in and live in fear of things that I really shouldn't fear. I think that hinders me from having as much fun as I possibly can. And then I want to spend less money and save more. I'm pretty good at saving, but I feel like I spend a lot of unnecessary money, and I want to tame that. And then I want more time with God. And these are not in any particular order, because if so, more time with God would definitely be number one. And then I just have a little note on here. It's like to focus on like 5 or less goals, because once you start having like 7, 8, 9, 10 goals, and then it's kind of hard to adequately give enough time to each goal. And then prompt number 8 was drinks, hot or cold, and I prefer hot. And I just drew this cup of coffee because for me, no matter what time of year it is, coffee is always my number one choice. And the funny thing is, I can usually only drink coffee once a day. And if I'm having a really like rough day, coffee is kind of like a soother for me. And I might have one at the end of the day, which is no good because then I can't sleep. And then this is another doodle drawing that I tried and I actually like it. So that is all that I have thus far in my December daily. So it's all over the place. I think I'm leaning towards liking when I do my own drawings and journaling and using the prompts. I think I feel more connected to this, though I do want to have moments where I capture photos. So my book may not be all photos, it may be a combination, and I'm interested in seeing how it turns out. So for now, I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I want to encourage you to go in and check out the other ladies in this collaboration. If you have any questions, please comment below, and I hope you all will follow along. Thanks for watching.